Hey guys, Dr. Josh Axe here. So excited to have you here with us today. Today we have Dr. Billy DeMoss. He is a doctor of chiropractic and an expert in anti-aging, treating pain naturally, and also just living a long and healthy life. And there are a lot of people out there, I know many of you watching right now, who really want to work on having healthier skin, hair, and nails. You want to reduce pain in your life, and overall, you just want to feel and look your best. And Dr. Billy is going to share with us today some of his secrets on anti-aging. In fact, there is a way of anti-aging you may not be aware of. A lot of times when we hear anti-aging, we think of things like goji berries and acai berries and yoga and meditation and different things along those lines. But he's going to share with you today one of the #1 secrets for anti-aging you may not be aware of. And so, Dr. Billy, hey, great to have you here with me today.
Thanks for having me, Josh. I appreciate it.
So, anti-aging is a big topic. I know that you take care of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of patients in Orange County, California.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about this secret that you have discovered. I know this is a way you practice, but in terms of what is this thing so much? I know we're going to talk about chiropractic here specifically,
right.
But how does that help with anti-aging?
Well, you know, most people have this conception or misconception, however you want to, chiropractic is only about back pain, and usually that's what most people will come to me for, is back pain. But I try to get them to understand the true essence of what chiropractic is really about and where chiropractic is headed.
Yeah.
And if you really understand the brain and the nervous system and how that controls every function of life, you understand how nurturing that brain and nervous system through nutrition, obviously, and proper exercise and proper thought patterns and regular sleep. But the one most people don't understand, and that's one of my objectives, is to try to teach people that if we can do specific, like you take care of your teeth, it's super important that we take care of our spine and nervous system to really maximize just the expression of that nervous system, but also to nurture it to extend the life of the spine and nervous system. So it's all about longevity. It's all about getting the body working at a higher level.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, most people come to you and they've come in with severe pain, or, I mean, that's when you waited too long, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like if you waited to start eating healthy till you found out you had diabetes or you had a heart attack. You want to do stuff now on a daily basis that contributes to maximizing your life. And what chiropractic is about removing interference. I mean, in chiropractic, the term is called subluxation. And to me, a subluxation, it would be analogous to, in the dental profession, what a cavity is. So what a chiropractor does is we assess alignment, and when there's areas of the spine that are out of alignment and not moving properly, we call that a subluxation. What that creates is it creates interference from the brain through the spinal cord out to all the organs, and also the organs need to communicate back to the brain. And what we do is we detect where those subluxations are at through palpation, feeling the spine, checking range of motion, but also we take x-rays, we run thermographic scans, and with that we can determine where a person needs to be adjusted specifically, and then we remove that subluxation to allow greater communication through that circuitry from the brain, spinal cord, nerves to the organs, and then back to the spine. So if we can get a person free of that interference, we allow greater expression of that intelligence, just raising the level of just a person's health expression.
Yeah. You know, one of the unique things I've heard you talk about, Dr. Billy, is this sympathetic versus parasympathetic response by the body. Now, we know the sympathetic nervous system is your body's fight or flight response. If a bear is chasing you and you get really stressed out, we know blood flow and all these things go to the extremities. But some people live in this state of this sympathetic response. Talk to us about, because this is really one of the keys of anti-aging. Talk to me about how this sympathetic versus the parasympathetic, and how a chiropractic adjustment, maybe with the vagus nerve or some of those different areas, really helps bring that body back into that parasympathetic state.
Great question. And what people need to realize is 85 to probably 90% of disease is caused from being in a state of stress. We all know that stress causes disease. And what happens is when the spine is out of alignment, there's tension on the spinal cord, there's irritation to nerves, it's going to push us more into sympathetic, more into fight or flight. And yeah, the body's designed to be in fight or flight, periodically, like if there's a tiger in here that's going to eat us, we need to be in sympathetic, and our heart rate goes up, blood pressure goes up, and a lot of other physiologic activities that go. It's good for an emergency situation, but most people live their lives in that, and that's why they end up getting heart disease or cancer or a myriad of other diseases. And what we've got studies now that support the fact that if we remove subluxation, work with changing a person's posture out of this flexed position, which most people get from working on computers, looking at their phone all day, just sitting, flying on planes. Typically, most people spend 8 hours a day sitting, which destroys posture, which again is going to push us more into that sympathetic zone. And what we do through specific chiropractic adjustments and giving them specific exercises that they can do, we help to remove the subluxation, normalize posture, which takes tension off the spinal cord and will move us from sympathetic into parasympathetic, which is where we get the rest and digest and the body rebuilds itself. Again, promoting a healthier state, preventing disease, and allowing the body to rebuild itself with healthy cells, prolonging life and creating longevity.
Wow. Yeah, one of these things that you said, and I think you hit the nail right on the head, Dr. Billy, is that most people today, around 80% or more, live in this high stress state. When you look at a lot of conditions today and things that I've treated over the years, things like autoimmune disease, ADHD and autism, most hormone imbalance, adrenal fatigue, even types of thyroid issues, many of these actually are their root causes related in this high sympathetic state, this neurological stress that can happen on the body. And so as you're saying, hey, you start removing pressure, getting pressure off that spinal cord is going to help those areas relax. And one of the things that you may not realize is that your body is always communicating with different organs. And so your brain, your brain's your master control system. It tells your heart to beat, your lungs to breathe, your stomach to digest food. And this is something I see with a lot of patients with digestive issues is if they have a severe emotionally traumatic experience or they're taking a test as a student, it will affect their body just as negatively, if not more than eating gluten if they're not supposed to, or some form of conventional dairy product that would wreck their system. Well, stress does it in the same way. So there's no doubt that chiropractic is one of the most powerful tools at removing stress from the body. Now, one of the questions I know that my viewers have a lot of times is there any research, or are there any, I know you probably have some evidence from what you've seen in your clinic, any studies showing that less stress on the nerve system or an adjustment can actually help the body in that way?
Yeah, there is research out there. I don't have the quotes off the top of my head, and we could probably provide links for that if that's something people would be interested in. But what's interesting is most people will come to you with whatever their back pain issue is, and I do re-exams on people typically, and some of the things that I see is you see that people come out of that sympathetic into parasympathetic. So the number one thing I hear from people the most is that they sleep better. And then if you sleep better, obviously that's going to promote longevity, but you're going to have more energy, because getting people out of that sympathetic, being in a sympathetic all the time is a drain on the system. But also, one of the main issues, people come in, they've got better digestion, their body just starts to work better. The pain is the symptom that brought them in the office, and then when you remove that subluxation and get rid of the pain, the warning signal, then the body gets a chance, like I said, to better communicate with itself. But what's even more interesting to me is that now we've got tons of research, especially through Deed Harrison and his work in biophysics, that spinal degeneration is going to be perpetuated or increased when the spine is out of alignment. I mean, I use a kind of analogy that some people understand. If the tires on your car are out of alignment, they're going to wear prematurely. And, sometimes people come in and they got all this degeneration in their spine. And I tell them, well, it's like if you drove your tires till they're bald or the threads are starting to, we can't put tread back on. So it's all about, just like with eating healthy and thinking healthy thoughts, it's all about things that we can do to prolong the life of the spine, just because the spine is under the stress of gravity, and everything that we can do to promote normal alignment is going to prolong the life of the spine. And what we see epidemic in society is this forward head posture, which is going to put a lot of stress on the vertebrae, put a lot of stress on the disc, and it's going to promote degenerative changes in the spine, i.e. osteoarthritis, which which most people understand, when we're laying down bone in the spinal column and where the nerves come out, we call them foramina, the more bone that's laid down, the more it kind of strangulates or just compresses those nerves, and that's just going to decrease the body's capacity to communicate with itself, because you've got more and more pressure on the spinal cord and nerves, which restricts that flow of life that is so important to keep us healthy and promote a long lifestyle.
Yeah, Dr. Billy, you know, I wrote an article a few years back called Chiropractic as Your Body's Natural Antioxidant, because there was a great study showing that actually chiropractic adjustments reduce oxidative stress on the body. And we know oxidation, you know, if you take a bite out of an apple, starts to turn brown, that's oxidation. Same thing can happen to your skin. You start to get those brown age spots. That's oxidation. Well, imagine the same thing happening internally to your organs, your liver, your kidneys, your reproductive organs. They start to age. Well, chiropractic has been shown in medical studies to actually reduce oxidative stress, aging on the body. And so I want to encourage you guys, check out Dr. Billy DeMoss online. Check out his website. He's got a great natural health event I'm going to be speaking at in the near future called Cal Jam. So you can check that out online. Cal Jam there as well. Some of the world's best speakers on health, nutrition, natural remedies, and things like that are going to be speaking at that event as well. And also just remember this, hey, go and find your local chiropractor, start getting chiropractic adjustments, start working on improving your posture, reducing that neural stress, because by doing that, you're reducing oxidative stress. It's also going to help you live a longer, healthier life. Dr. Billy, I want to say, hey, thanks so much, my man, for doing this training today. And hey, I hope you guys have enjoyed this YouTube video. Have a great week.